What's happening? And welcome back to GC Life Development, man. And yeah, I'm looking pretty rough, as you can see, man. But I just finished working out and I wanted to jump behind here because I'm gonna tell y'all sometimes it's videos that I want to make, but sometimes I forget about it. Even if I write about it, write it down to talk about it, sometimes I forget. So I was like, you know what? I don't care that I look rough, whatever. But it's some things that I wanted to share. And so I wanted to jump on here. But before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video, man. And share the channel, man. Like I said, as y'all know, I've been making these videos um, because I'm on my journey. We 6 months down into the year, and I wanted to be one of those people that kind of discuss my journey to fluency and not just get fluent and then start trying to teach people. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to build a community and, so we can learn from each other. So yeah, man, make sure to tell people, make sure, to share the video, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, man, so we can continue to grow as a community. But what I wanted to talk about was the best advice that I was given. Now this is for people that's in this for the long haul, right? Like, and your goals are to definitely be conversational and be able to, talk in the language, primarily first. If you're trying to take a test, this might not be the best advice for you, but it's still going to be great advice. But if you're in this for the long haul, you're trying to increasingly get better, be conversational, be able to go to a Spanish speaking country and be great, this was the best advice that was given to me that has kind of changed my trajectory of, now. And because I'm gonna be honest, I'm still learning things a lot. So I'm probably on the other side of intermediate, right? And I'm gonna be quite frank with you guys. I don't know how to, in conversation, I don't know how to use lay, low, la, right? I don't know how to use those. 15% of the time, I probably use por, and para, incorrect. I probably use ser, estar, incorrect 15% of the time. I probably, wow, it's was, the word was. We all know. If you know was, probably what has, it has so many different ways to use the word was in Spanish. Fue, many. I can link them for you. But I mean, if you're on your journey, there's a lot of words that goes for was. And so I kind of probably use the wrong word from time to time when I'm speaking about was. Don't worry about that. Stop trying to learn everything right away. I'm gonna say this again. Stop trying to learn everything right away. Just learn, right? Become conversational. Like I said, indirect, direct, like I struggle with that stuff still when I'm talking, right? Because I barely use it because personally, I don't need it. I don't personally need those. I can just say the word. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to say lay or lace or la or low unless I'm saying a phrase, lo que sea, whatever, right? Then, a lot of times I kind of use those, but honestly, I'm perfectly fine. I can go to a Spanish speaking country and I'm perfectly fine without using some things. It's a gradual growth. I have gotten better and better with using certain things just in conversation, just by practicing, and like I said, you're gonna always make mistakes, but the goal is to continue and continue to get better. Stop worrying so much about, grammar, sentence structure. Worry more about being understood, right? Worry about that first. And then after you got a grasp on the language, then you can start getting better with sentence structures and how to completely, say something, properly. Stop worrying about it because I'm here to tell you that used to kill me because I don't know about you guys, I used to think so much before I talk, which was one of the reasons why I didn't really talk. And then what happened from there? I got great at reading and I got great at writing. But my my speaking was way down here. And then the funny thing was when I started having tutors, they would ask me to read, and they couldn't understand how I could read to the degree that I could, but I couldn't just have a conversation in the same form. And it's because I shied away from talking because of all the sentence structures and me trying not to be wrong and me overthinking things in my mind. Then I said, forget it. I want to be understood. So if, I switch the word, because of course it's backwards when you say pretty lady, lady pretty, things like that, I would be overthinking all of that type of stuff, right? In my mind, which would stop me from really being comfortable speaking, to where it's like, hey, if I make that mistake, all I care about is being understood. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. I would tell people that. I'm like, look, I'm not trying to be perfect right now. I'm trying to get comfortable speaking. And as I'm more comfortable speaking, I can start progressing and you can start correcting me on that. Right now, if you understand me, let's keep the conversation going. And you need someone that understands that. And if they understand you, they'll keep you talking, because you need those reps. You know what I'm saying? Because the worst thing that I had was I'll be trying to have a conversation, and everything that I said wrong, they would stop me and then they would be correcting me. And now I can't even complete my thought because I, not that I said, the form of the word was wrong, or even still, right? If I use the correct words, that's all that matters right now. Because let's be clear. Like if you saying tener and you say um tiene un bolsa, una bolsa, or whatever, right? But you mean tango, right? And then what I had was someone to kind of talk me through that, right? And, ask me a question instead of like, oh, you mean tango, because they want to make, now it's like, tango, or is it you, tú, or, someone else? And it's like, Joe. Oh, okay. And then now I, kind of correct myself. But I mean, once again, that was a while ago, right? But you need someone that lets you kind of make mistakes. Because think about this, right? In your native language, when you talk to someone that's not native in that language and they're making mistakes and you're communicating, and I know it in English because I've even had that even before, always, right? Where you meet people and they're learning English and they're talking and they're struggling through it and they're quote unquote supposed to be fluent. We get it all the time if you call your phone companies or whatever. And it's like, you don't correct them, you listen for clarity. And if you don't understand, you ask questions, right? It's the same thing. But what I've learned is if you don't tell someone that, like any mistake that you make, and I don't know, maybe because English is spoken like everywhere, right? So it's like a lot of people struggle through it. That when you talk to someone that speaks a language, or I'm speaking for Spanish right now, they speak Spanish, they correct you every single chance they get. You're like, bro, I can't even complete a thought. So I would set those ground rules. So set those ground rules. Hey, if you understand me, let's keep going. I don't need you to correct me right now. I'm trying to get comfortable speaking the language. Once I'm getting more comfortable, then we can start, with the correction. Or if I continue to make something over and over and over, that means I don't know, right? So help me then. But man, sometimes we use the wrong form of the verb. That happens when you're just learning. Let it go. So you need someone that's going to let that go. So stop worrying about learning everything right away, and get you someone that'll let you fumble through your mistakes. Think about it. You see kids, if you have kids or you have a niece, nephew, you see little kids talking in English when they're 2, 3 years old. They make mistakes. Typically, if we understand them, we let it ride. If they continue to keep making the same mistakes over and over, for instance, if they're saying I instead of me, all the time, typically, eventually, like, no, it's I or it's me, right? But if they make the mistake one time, you typically don't check them. It's the same thing. Give people that same grace. Hey, man, stop trying to learn things right away. It's over the long haul. You know what I'm saying? I started getting better tremendously when I put in my mind that, hey, I'm here for the long haul. I'm going to continue to work on this and I'm going to continue to improve. I took the stress off. A lot of you guys are stressing. Stop stressing. Just continue to learn, practice day by day. And I promise you, you're going to continue to get better. Get them reps in. All right, man. If this video was helpful for you, please share it. Please like, comment. Tell me how I'm doing, man. Tell me if you think. Also, like I said, we have Zoom meetings where we speak in English and Spanish. So, hey, if you are learning English as well and you come across my video, let me know. We need some more people that have the native tongue of Spanish in the group as well, too, to kind of help us out a little bit as well. Hey, we here for the long haul, baby. This is a marathon, not a sprint. That's how you develop and become a better you. All right, peace.